everyone, welcome back to We Persist. This is the first episode of this winter term, 2024.
Crazy.
I know. My name is Kaylene. I'm a CRR at the Yajirrah Women and Gender Center.
My name is Yajirrah. I'm also CRR at the Yajirrah Women and Gender Center.
Before we get started, just a quick disclaimer that this is an open and safe discussion, and we'll be talking about our perspectives, opinions, and our experiences. So as our audience, please take what resonates and please leave what doesn't. So yeah.
So we're in this episode, we're gonna delve into this new year, this new us.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I can't believe it's 2024.
I can't believe it either.
We're gonna do some reflection on this
2020.
last year, 2023,
That's crazy.
which is so weird. The year 2024 doesn't seem like a real year because every time I write it down, I'm like, that's not real.
No, it felt like 2023 wasn't even real. It felt like we jumped from 2022 to 2024.
No, exactly.
Almost.
Like
yeah.
2023 didn't seem like a real year until it became a real year.
Yeah.
Because that was supposed to be my graduation year.
Oh, that's right.
2023 was supposed to be my graduation year, so I remember being in like middle school and like the year 2023 was like so far away. I was like, oh, that's like, we'll get there in like 100 years.
Yeah.
And now it's 2024.
For me, it felt like 2022 was like an extension of 2023 was an extension of 2022.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like that was just a really, really long year, not just 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, 2023 in itself was so long.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think of like anything that I did this last year, and I'm just like, my mind's going blank.
Yeah, I don't know if we can do like an open reflection of 2023 at this point. It felt like, yeah, it went by so fast, but also felt so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was just like, there were so many like changes that happened.
What even did happen? Like,
Well,
I
like,
don't know.
Like, I know, like, for me, it's just like, I changed my major.
Oh, yeah.
And then I started working
Yeah.
at the HRWGC.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, I finished my first year of college. Now I'm in my second year of college. I turned 18.
Yeah. It felt like for me, like, because this last year, I felt like I really, like, started to settle down more. Because, like, I'm a third year, and I'm, like, I feel like I'm finally getting into the groove of things. Like, I don't have to go do, like, all the college experience things anymore. Like, I felt like I did that all, like, my first year. And so now it's, like, I feel so settled. Like, all I do is just go home, go to school, go to work, and just hang out with my cats and my roommates. And so it just feels like, I don't know, I just feel old. But it's like, it just doesn't feel like a lot of time has passed because it feels like I haven't been doing anything like major.
Yeah.
It feels like everything has been so consistent. I've had such like a daily like life schedule that I'm like, what else is supposed to happen? What else am I supposed to do? I already figured out what I like, what I don't like.
Yeah.
Like, what else am I supposed to do? I'm like, besides get my degree, which I'm still trying to do, of course. Yeah.
I know, we still gotta get that done.
Yeah.
But, I mean, hey, maybe that calls for 2024 being a year of rest.
It doesn't look like it.
No, I'm like, it's the first day of winter term and I'm like already wanting to rip my hair out.
Remember, rest is resistance.
Rest
But
is
this
resistance.
term is looking already pretty busy. Yeah.
I know. But how do you feel about this
This term?
next term, this next year?
Oh, I don't know. I feel
Break it
like
down term. Let's break it down term
let's
first.
break it down term first. Okay, well, this term seems like I'm going to burn out. Like, I think I'm already deciding maybe dropping a class. But we'll see. Because, like, I've been having a hard time transitioning from part-time to full-time student. And I've just always been starting off full-time, but then ended up having to drop a class anyways because I just felt like I was already, like, overloaded with all the work I had to do. So this term already, feeling busy with also Women History Month coming up in March. And all the planning what to do for work and stuff. So, yeah. Spring term, don't know what that's going to look like. I mean, we'll have a lot of new, like, it'll be very like bittersweet, I feel like, because we'll have a lot of different changes in the center and stuff, and it's like a lot of goodbyes but also like a lot of hellos. And so it's gonna be very bittersweet. And I'm also going to be everyone in my house currently living with me, I'm the only undergrad. So everyone's a graduate student or graduated and just working. So next year, they're all leaving me, besides one person.
Oh my God.
Besides one person who's going to be living with me the following year because they're staying to work for one more year. But then after that, I'll have no one.
Oh, that's
Because all of my friends are basically older than me.
Yeah.
So I literally will have no one my last year of college.
Oh, that's so
And so it's gonna be so
sad.
sad. I don't know where I'm gonna live, what
Yeah.
that looks like. So it's just like kind of hard for me to digest really like the future and like what it's gonna look like because it's gonna change so much this year.
You know, this year's already looking for a lot of change.
Yeah. What about you?
I mean, winter term, I'm taking 17 credits, which is the most I've ever taken. So I'm a little nervous, but I'm trying to stay optimistic about it because I don't want to go into it with like the wrong mindset because then I'm definitely going to like want to like drop a class or two.
You're not even in engineering. Why are you taking 17 credits now?
I just want to.
You dropped engineering for a reason.
I dropped engineering because I was failing all those classes and I was miserable. And that wasn't even like the course load. The course load or the credit load in engineering translated to the credit load that like now I'm in like communications again. Completely different. Like 15 in engineering is like you're taking 24. 15 in NMC is like you're taking 12.
I see.
So it does not translate back and forth. Which is why I'm taking 17 because I took 15 last term.
It was a breeze.
It felt way too easy. You know, like I'm not stimulated at all, and I like don't want to do this.
Yeah.
So like, cause like for me, school, I need to like be stimulated in order to like do my work
You
and
need,
like
you
want
need
to
to feel
stay.
busy. You need to feel like you're doing the actual work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I don't feel like I'm doing anything, then it feels all pointless, and I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But so that's why I'm taking 17 this term. But I'm trying to stay optimistic about it. My classes today went really well. My teachers seem really nice.
Yeah.
And all my classes seem really interesting, at least from like the course description on search, the like search engine, OSU search.
Yeah.
But I don't know. This term, I'm trying to just let it like
happen.
I'm just trying to let it happen because I don't want to like make my head want to explode.
Yeah. I already feel like I'm exploding.
I know it's the first day, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I need to go home and take a nap.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Winter term always seems to be busy
Yeah.
because it's like it's also like I feel like winter is when I like bulk up on like the things I need to do because it's so dark outside, so I'm not going outside.
Yeah.
Whereas compared to like fall and spring term, all I want to do is be outside because I
Yeah.
hadn't been able to do that in winter. And so like that's when I do all my like I need to get X, Y, and Z done and bulk up on school and like focus on school and then focus on work.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to let it happen. Spring term is a mystery, and I'll deal with that when spring term comes. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean that's it so far. Like winter term, I'm dreading it just a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm also excited because it's not going to be the same winter term I had last year.
I see.
Because I switched my major, so
Yeah.
like on a different degree plan, so I'm not going to be like doing math and chemistry and engineering and crying.
I don't know. For me, like everyone says winter term is like the worst term. I feel like this year it might be true, but in my previous years, I felt like my worst term was always spring term.
Spring term is like you're like drained and dead.
You're like drained and dead, and it's like you're getting to the point of like it's like the senioritis thing, you know?
Yeah.
Where it's just like summer's almost there, like you don't want to do your work anymore, like it feels like you're just so tired. And so like I really hope that still continues, that winter term will still be okay.
Yeah.
At least better than spring term. But yeah.
Well, it doesn't help that in spring term we only get a week break in between terms,
Yeah.
whereas between fall and winter we get like 3 to 4.
Yeah, I definitely think that spring break should be longer. Yeah. Because like, we have a summer, we have winter break. Spring break is only a week. Like it's like you have no time to like recover by the time the next term starts at that point.
Like
Yeah.
take a week from winter term, put it in spring term, or take a week from summer and put it in
Yeah,
spring
literally,
term.
please.
Give me another week, please.
Yeah, because we
Remember-
already start like late September already for school.
We started really late this year.
Yeah, we started really late this year. So I'm just like, just put that in spring break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, let's transition. Let's make everyone happy and put another week.
Yeah, I'm not even going to go back home for spring break. I'm going to stay in Corvallis probably. Because I'm like, what's the point of going back home, settling there for like a couple of days, and having to just pick back up and going back to Corvallis for school?
Yeah, there's no point. I don't know. I haven't even planned that far yet for spring term, but
it's a boundary for myself. I'm not going anywhere spring break. I'm using that time to rest. Yeah.
You know, that's all spring break is. There's like, unless you have the bandwidth and the capacity to like be out and like doing things, all you gotta do is sit down and like lay down all day.
I need to recharge my batteries.
Yeah. But
yeah, I don't know. Thinking about like all the things that's happened in 2023 too. I don't know, like like the world-wise, you know?
The world-wise. Well, this year's a big year.
This
I feel
year is
like for a lot of things, like I know like this year's like an election year.
Oh, yeah.
So that'll be a big thing.
Yeah, that'll be a big thing.
Which
It's the year of the dragon.
I didn't know that.
It's the year of the dragon.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't keep up with the news, if I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
But I know, like, because now that like I've added political science to my degree, I've got to like understand like politics and everything. And my teacher was talking about it today, so I'm like gonna have to learn about all that.
Yeah, because you have a poli-sci minor, right? Yeah, so you're gonna have to get.
Well, it also doesn't help that I'm starting this minor winter term 2024, and it's also an election year.
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of bulky work there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm excited. I like political science.
Do you have any like goals that you have this year?
This year, I really want to run a half marathon. Like that's like random, but I really want to run a half marathon because my friends and I on like New Year's, or like New Year's Eve, like people usually make their resolutions. We made a bingo card for like 2024.
Really?
Yeah, we made a little bingo card.
That's so cute.
So it's like it's not like, oh, you like have to get all these done and like I want to do like X, Y, these.
It's not like a bucket list type of thing. Yeah.
It's like if this happens, then you get to cross it off and you go from there.
Yeah,
but it's like a little fun thing, and I put like stickers all over it. And it was really cute, and it was fun to make. But
that's
I like
a cute like vision board to make. Like make it like a bingo card. That's so cute.
I know, and I was really happy because I never make resolutions because it's just there's no point, and I think resolutions are very toxic.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
the bingo card was a lot of fun. It reminded me of resolutions just 'cause, like you're writing down things that like you want to accomplish, but it's not like you need to get these done.
It's not like the pressure of like starting it right when the new year ends and like staying consistent with it every single day and like never like letting yourself up. Like it's a different, I guess, like environment or quality to it.
It's like
that way.
You can like put things up, but it doesn't have to be like specific. Like one thing I put down was like I want to do like more journaling, but like if that was like a resolution, then you would have to like get more specific and be like, I want to journal once a day every single day.
Dude, that reminds me of this. I think it was middle school. We had to like learn. It was like called SMART goals, where it was.
I know what those are.
Yeah, where like the S stands for like specific, M stands for like measure, A is like attainable, R is
I don't remember.
Reasonable?
I think it's reasonable.
Reasonable. T is time or something like that. And so it's just like that reminded me of SMART goals. Yeah.
I hate SMART goals.
Honestly, it was kind of toxic. I mean, it's good to have like goals and be very realistic with them, you know, but it's like you're teaching people to feed into like, what's that word? Like hyperproductivity.
Yeah, which isn't good. Because
No.
it's like, I feel like with resolutions, you have to get so specific and like, oh, I want to do blah, blah, blah 7 times a week for 3 months straight.
Yeah.
And it's like, can you really handle that?
Yeah, like realistically.
And so it's like the fun thing with the bingo card, so you didn't have to get specific. You could just put something that like you want to do, or like an attribute that you want to like add to like yourself this year, or like something you want to change. Which was just like, who do you want to be by the end of the year?
Yeah.
And it was like more like, how can I change myself to better myself? Not how can I like change myself to fit everybody else's standards.
Yeah, true. Because I feel like a lot of like what feeds into like resolutions too is just like, how do I better fit into society so that it's more like accepting? Where it's like a lot of like dieting culture and like, you know, like the side of like toxic exercising and like those type of things too. Like, I feel like that really feeds into resolutions where you're like trying to compare yourself to everyone else's resolutions as well.
I know, like on social media, like I see everyone like has like the same like resolutions. Like, oh, I want to go to the gym every single day.
Yeah.
I want to follow this diet. I want to eat X amount of calories every single day.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not healthy.
Yeah.
It's really not healthy. But social media perpetuates these really toxic ideas. And 100%. Then it's like feeding to like older people, younger people, especially younger people.
Yeah. Do young people these days.
Sephora kids.
Sephora kids.
Oh my gosh.
Not the Sephora kids.
The Sephora kids, iPad babies.
Yeah.
It's just this generation alpha.
I hate like the terms.
I don't understand the names.
I don't understand the names either. Like, did you know there's a gap between millennials and Gen Z called zillennials now?
It's zillennials?
Yeah, it's like this age where like people like in this age range, I think it's from like 1990 something to like 2000 and 2000 or like 2005, something like that, where like that age range, like you were raised in between like both of the cultures, and so they call them like zillennials now.
Yeah,
But
I know
just, like,
people are calling like Gen Z like Zoomers now. Like my niece told me that.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, you are a child.
Do you know like skibbity toilet? Do you know what that is?
I don't know what that is, but I like see it.
Okay, like I saw this video where this like linguistics like class was like trying to analyze like the new age language, and it was like this video of like this little kid singing, and they're saying like all these different terms like skibbity toilet and like I was just like, it was just like, what is happening? Like I didn't understand the video, like what they're trying to like say, like the meaning, like I don't know, like it's just been so wishy-washy, not wishy-washy, but it's just like it's been so lost.
I don't understand any, like I'm like in this generation, I like have no idea what anyone's
Like,
talking about.
I feel like what happened to actual like culture, like
What happened to our English language? Why are we making it more complicated? Because what's a skibbity toilet?
literally, I'm just like, this is ridiculous. I don't, yeah.
It's just like, people need to get off the internet.
Yeah,
Take away your
I
baby's
think-
iPad. Don't give him an iPad.
Yeah, I want to go back to using like a flip phone.
See, that would be fun.
I
this.
want a BlackBerry. I want that little like textile keyboard and just like, you know, just like typing on my phone and just doing like texting call. Like I don't need anything else. But the thing is like our society, like our entire environment, like we need phones. Like
You need
for
phones,
work,
you need the
school.
smartphones.
Yeah, like you're required to have it now. Like even for work phones, they give you smartphones so you can do work like on the go basically, to access all your emails and stuff. It's so like ridiculous. Like I just want to go back.
I know. I mean, I know my parents had flip phones when I was growing up. And I remember I'd always like type on like my mom's phone. I wasn't texting anyone. I just thought it was fun to like type on her phone because she had a little like slide one.
Yeah.
And so
I
I would
love
always
the
like
slide
play
one, yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
But I was talking to one of my friends about this because I was like, what if we just not throw away our phones. I don't know. Do something with our phones and then get little flip phones and then just use those.
That's what I'm saying, like use a flip phone or like a prepaid phone or something like that, like as my main phone, and then have like my smartphone as like just like an extension.
Yeah, like if
Where
I
it's
need
like-
it, I'll use it.
Yeah, where it's just like I only could ever use it if I have like access to internet, where I don't have to pay for data or anything, so you can't access me if I can't access internet.
Yeah.
You know, feeding into the consumerism of that too, you know? So it's just like, I feel like there's definitely need a shift there. I think like maybe like once like graduating or something like that, depending on like where I'm working and stuff, I would be very open to that. Because everything you can do on your laptop. So if you can access internet, then you can do the work.
Yeah.
But if you can't access internet, then oh well, like I can't do the work because I'm not in a space where I can access internet where I should even be doing my work, you know? Yeah.
I don't know. I think for me, I would use it so that I could get away from social media.
Yeah.
Because I deleted TikTok back in like September.
I need to delete TikTok.
I deleted TikTok back in September, and it's been great not being on TikTok because TikTok has like ruined my attention span. I like don't remember any of the like trends that happened this year because there's like a new trend coming out every single day.
Every like minute, every day, and it's just like you're scrolling through so much like information and stuff.
And it's so
just, like,
fast.
It's so fast. You're registering all these things where you can't even retain them, but they're not even that important to retain anyways. But it's just like.
But then that translates to like everything else in your life. Because like at school, like if you're trying to like learn something, you're like compared to how you're learning things on like the internet, that's not the same in a classroom. Like you're learning things so much more slow paced. So it's like your attention's like obviously not there, so you're not retaining anything that's in the classroom. Whereas if you're on your phone and you're on social media, you're just taking in information.
It
like,
probably fed into my ADHD, honestly.
Oh, probably. I mean, that's probably like the root of like so many people's like ADHD right now.
Yeah. I definitely want to get off TikTok. I feel like, especially with now having so many different hobbies, because like now I'm like, I have my Kindle, I'm gonna like start reading more, I'm crocheting a lot more and stuff and have school and work. So I'm like at this point, like all I ever use my phone for is like just messaging people. Like I want to like kind of get off everything.
No, like I would just like, I want to just like unplug from like every single social media app because like I don't really like use them all so much. Like I deleted TikTok. I'm on Instagram just because I like to send my sister's memes. Yeah,
because I use Instagram for a free crochet pattern. Like that's like my main use of Instagram ever. Yeah.
But then it's also just like everybody utilizes like social media like TikTok so much that it's like if you don't have TikTok then you're just out of the loop with like everything.
You're out of the loop with everything. And like everything you like also feeding to consumers, and like you can able to buy stuff on these apps now too, but it's just
like the TikTok shop
like
or
TikTok
whatever.
shop and stuff, but it's just like, okay, well, if you want to buy a product and they only sell on a TikTok shop, well, then how are you supposed to access that product without engaging in their social media?
Yeah.
You know?
Like it's just like it's
But
a
then
loop.
it's like the influencer culture too.
Oh my
like
gosh.
so many, I think there's like someone heard like what you ask kids, like, what do you want to be when you grow up?
They want to say they want to be an influencer. But it's just like, it's so bad because like people, like I saw this video the other day and like people were talking about how like younger people like in high school, like starting high school, are like dropping out to become like influencers and stuff. They're paying like all this money and it's like you could lose your platform tomorrow and like you would have just wasted your entire education.
Because you have to feed so much money into becoming an influencer before you can even get any of that back. Because you have to be big enough.
You have to be big enough. You have to have the money.
Influential enough to be able to like get the sponsors and get all these deals and stuff to be able to, you know, to actually make money off of it.
Yeah, it's so bad, and it's just like, why are you dropping out of school to do this?
Well, I mean, the education system's already failing them.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, education's just going down.
Yeah.
From here, like what you were telling me.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
People in high school don't know PEMDAS. That's like mind-boggling because I learned that in middle school.
Right.
Or it's how like nobody knows like cursive anymore. Like they stopped teaching that.
Yeah. I mean, cursive is already dead, but I'm just like,
I still use cursive.
I mean, my handwriting is like a mix between like cursive and
I don't pick
print.
up my pencil when I'm like writing, so
Same.
I'll just get
It
the
all
one word.
blends together. Yeah. If I really want to write neatly, I have to be like more print.
Yeah.
But I do blend a lot of my words together.
It's bad. I have like chicken scratch writing.
I think like with whatchamacallit, the handwriting thing too, it's like, I don't know. I've seen some of these kids' handwriting, and they're like all kind of interesting.
So like a full grip on the pencil, just
yeah. Honestly, I wonder. They're still teaching kids how to hold pencils, right?
I hope so.
I hope so. But I'm like, because like even in like elementary school, we had Chromebooks. What if they're only using like Chromebooks now?
Oh, I hope not. Because that wouldn't make any sense. Because like you have to like hand out like worksheets.
Google Classroom.
Like, ooh, that's
Google
true.
Docs.
Google Docs.
Like in high school, we only used Google Suite. We had Google Classroom. We had Google Docs. We had Google Slides. We just submitted everything online.
Really?
We had the only time I ever used like paper and pencil. It was during like well, I mean, we still had to do like notebook checks and stuff, so we had to do notebooks and stuff like that. And it was like for my anatomy class when we did like different labs and stuff, and we had to like write down a piece of paper. But I'm like, we turned everything on like in usually using like, you know, Google,
Canvas.
yeah, Google Classroom. Yeah.
No, I never had Google Classroom growing up, and then obviously the pandemic hit, so we all had to like move on to like Canvas and stuff, which was weird.
Oh, so you used Canvas in high school?
Yeah, I used Canvas in high school because like my freshman year, we didn't use Canvas obviously because pandemic hadn't hit yet.
Yeah.
And then like halfway through my freshman year, the pandemic hit, so then we like left school and didn't return. And then sophomore year, we were entirely on Zoom and only using Canvas. And then junior year, we went back in person, but we were still using Canvas. And then I graduated and I'm at college and we're still using Canvas.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait the day when I can delete that app.
No, I'm just thinking, when I graduate, the Canvas is going bye-bye first.
Yeah. Do you think you're more of a Microsoft Suite or a Google Suite person?
I know Google better than I know Microsoft.
Me too. I feel like it's just the younger people are more like Google, but I think like the older people are more Microsoft.
Yeah, because I think, I mean, I don't know if Google was as popular as Microsoft was. Because I think Microsoft was like embedded into like everyone's like PC.
Microsoft was like the standard.
Yeah, and like with like PCs, like old PCs, like that was like everything on like Windows.
Also a lot for work too. Everyone used Microsoft.
Yeah, like office jobs always used like Microsoft. Nobody ever used Google.
No.
But then like in high school, all I used was
Google. Yeah.
So all I know is Google.
Yeah.
And then Microsoft, I don't know how Microsoft works. And I'm like looking at like jobs, and it was like you need to be proficient in Excel and Word. Like I don't know how to use any of this.
No, I'm like thinking about like, I feel like I did use Word when I was like a kid, like if I ever had to use it at all. And then I got more used to Google. But now I'm like, I don't know how to navigate like Microsoft Word or Excel or anything. I can barely even use Google Sheets. But it's just like, I feel like I could learn easily if I just kept using the software. But it's like,
Well, it's also
Yeah.
like with the school switching from like Google to Microsoft.
Yeah, we did switch.
But it's like we still have access
We
to
still have
Google.
Google. Yeah, I don't use Microsoft. So
I don't use Microsoft
we
at all.
only use Microsoft Outlook. That's the only thing we have to use for like to access our emails.
Yeah, Outlook or Teams. That's
Teams,
Microsoft.
That's it. Yeah.
But
I still
I
use
don't know
Google.
anything else.
Yeah. But didn't they limit our drive space now?
Did they?
I feel like before I had unlimited storage, but now it tells me how much storage I have left in my school account.
Oh, they probably did. If we
Because
switch
it's
from
just
Google to Microsoft,
That's so
then it's all
sad. I put
Microsoft.
all of my stuff.
Everything I like know and like, write down is always in Google Docs.
Everything I have, all of my files have always been in Google. Like I upload all my Google photos because for my phone, because I always like I don't have like a hard drive. I should get a hard drive for like to put all my photos on and stuff. But I just always upload it all to Google Drive, our school one, because we had unlimited storage, so that I could eventually one day transfer it to my hard drive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand either.
Yeah,
I don't know why we made the switch,
It's okay.
but I also
Yeah.
don't know why we still have access to Google if we switch to Microsoft.
I don't know. If they're gonna make us move to Google, just make it move to or
Well,
Microsoft.
because Microsoft doesn't have a search engine, does it?
I guess,
Or is
but
it
I
like
mean,
Bing?
we don't use search engines for school.
No, but like
it's more
Google's a search engine.
I know, but I'm like, we don't have to have a specific search engine.
Yeah.
I think because Google just has always been more accessible, I think, than Microsoft. Because Microsoft, you have to like download all of their softwares. You have to use OneDrive. You have to use, I don't know. I look at OneDrive and I'm like, how do I even navigate this?
I've never opened OneDrive.
It has like all like the applications and stuff on it. It's like it's just like Google Suite basically.
Oh, okay.
It's just like that little tab, but it's just like a web page.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how Microsoft works.
Yeah. I know.
But it's like I know like for like certain like colleges, like I know like business, the College of Business, they all have to like learn Excel. Don't they like take a class in like Excel?
Oh, I have no idea. I know nothing about the College of Business. All I know is that they had to do like their product thingy, where
Like
it's like
capstone.
no, it's like their freshman project or something like that, where they
yes.
come up with their own product. That's the only thing I know about.
No, I remember that because all my friends were like in business and they all had their own little projects.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I remember. Other than that, I don't know anything else. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a good idea, but I don't know anything else about business.
Yeah. Apparently, our forestry college is like, what is it, number 4?
Is it number 4?
Is it number 4 in the world?
I thought it was like number 2.
Number 2? Was it number 2?
I thought it was number 2 compared to Switzerland.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I'm making that up.
That makes sense. Number 2. That's
crazy.
crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I mean, it makes sense, but that's kind of crazy.
I know, because considering like OSU like prides themselves on like engineering.
Yeah, and I feel like Europe would be a better place for that. I mean, was it Switzerland?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's number 1. Like that
More
makes
for
sense.
forestry.
That makes sense.
But I mean, we're also
But I'm like-
Oregon's very like wooded.
For me, it's like, what is America number 1 in? Like
Capitalism.
like I don't know, like what is America number 1 in that we could be like a positive, you know?
I don't know. If you think
Yeah.
about that, I really don't know.
Yeah, we're not that bad. We're not that great. Yeah.
We're not. We take ideas from everyone else.
Mm.
But no, I didn't know that we were number 2 until today.
Yeah,
for
until
forestry.
today, yeah.
I don't even know what we are in engineering. I know we're not very high in like any of the arts.
No.
'Cause we're not an art school.
We're not in our school. It's all STEM. I hate the term STEM too.
I know.
Because I'm like,
Because didn't
so
they
many
add
things-
art to like the word STEM? So wouldn't it be like STEAM?
I don't remember, but it's like, I don't know, trying to like, I think it's just always further like categorizing people into these certain things where like STEM is superior because it's science and math rather than above any other practice. Because I'm like social sciences because I'm public health, but I'm just like, well, I don't qualify as STEM.
Yeah.
I'm social sciences, but science. But you still need me.
I know. It's like you're either in liberal arts
Yeah.
or you're in STEM or you're in business. But what would business fall under?
Business.
It's its own category.
Yeah.
But no, I get what you're saying about people in STEM upholding themselves higher. I mean, I was in STEM, but it was like, it's hard.
It's
Like, I
hard.
get why people have an ego in STEM, but it's also
Yeah.
like, it's not needed.
It's not.
Like, let your pride and ego go, because
I'm like,
it doesn't
okay,
exactly
you
matter.
gotta suffer the most. Congrats.
I left engineering for a reason.
Yeah.
But it's also so, like, it's very, I feel like STEM fields are very, like, male dominated.
Oh, 100%.
Which was, like, going into engineering was, like, horrifying to me.
Yeah.
Because, like, every single class I had that was related to engineering was, like, 98% men.
Yeah. Oh, no, I hear so many stories.
Yeah, and it's like, I know it's worse for, like, computer science. Like, the, like, ratio between, like, genders is, like, so off, because it's just, like, men everywhere.
Icky.
But I mean, like, I know, like, some STEM fields, like nursing, that used to be like a...
That's because doctors were a male-dominated field.
Yeah.
And that nursing was a woman's job to nurse the
I know
person.
nursing used to be, like, male-dominated, but then as, like, women started to enter the field, more men started to leave.
Yeah.
It's, like...
So then they had to take over that job, yeah.
But, I don't know, STEM is just weird. Because then it's, like, also if you're, like, not in STEM and you tell someone you're not in STEM, they're like, ooh.
Yeah, especially at OSU. I think it's a little, yeah.
But, I mean, people work hard, and they want to...
Yeah, work hard. I guess play hard.
Work hard, play hard,
Yeah.
cry really hard.
2024.
2024, play hard, work hard.
Yeah.
But,
All right, that was our episode of So Persist. We'll see y'all next time.
bye.
Bye.